Hey YouTube, Alan here with another gameplay video, and today I'm taking a look at Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on the Wii U. So, Captain Toad, basically a spin-off of Super Mario 3D World, and it's based around the small cuboid levels where Toad has to basically collect some treasure, get to the end, collect a star, without jumping. So, let's jump into, a brief sample, first level, Plucky Pass Beginnings. So as you see, I've well cleared all this. I'm pretty much at the end of the game. So here we go. We're on the first level, and up this ramp we have first treasure. Now of course I've got them all, but I'm just going through it to kind of demonstrate. So you can pluck stuff from the ground a la Super Mario Bros. 2. I already have it, and you can pull this here, which kind of raises the level. Now there's a power block, so you can throw a turnip, break it open. A lot of the mechanics, as you said, are kind of borrowed from earlier Mario games. There's also hidden coins, like Super Mario 3D World. You can also... oh, there's nothing there. You can blow into the microphone to kind of... oh wait, let's go down here. No. Oh, there must... now, because I can't jump, it's... there we go. There's a gold mushroom there. Gold mushrooms are worth 50, and typically they contribute to... oh, didn't even know you could knock the sign over, actually. So, they kind of expected you to... thankfully the Shy Guys don't follow you. Whoop. You can attack them with your backpack, but it's very tricky and not really practical. Really what I was meant to do was kill him with the turnip and then use the hammer. Or I could have killed him with the hammer, but c'est la vie. Not to be this time. So yeah, you collect 100 coins, you get life, a la any of the Mario games. But this was an experiment to see could they kind of create a new Mario experience. Hang on, how do I get up there? Oh yes, you pull this. There we go, it's a Toad. And he'll give me... oh, he had the third gem, but it's already fine. So could they create basically a Mario-esque experience quicker? And by quicker, when you're designing the bigger courses, it takes time. So could you make smaller courses? And one of the key things about making smaller courses is you don't want to jump. So hence the little cuboid levels, and have Toad. He's got a heavy backpack and he can't jump. So let's jump in at this one, Touchstone Trouble. So in these levels, by touching the various elements on screen, they move. So in other words, you gotta use the touch screen. Now you can play on the main screen. Oh wait, I gotta do this. Go in here maybe? No, can't go in there. Over here, where is this? Oh, down there. You can play on the, the touchpad entirely, and for these type of levels, it nearly warrants it, because, well, you're constantly looking down to tap the... wait, like that? To tap the areas that you're going to interact with. So we're just about done. Now, I didn't get all the... down again, and there we go. So the levels are all very short, but the idea is that you're kind of puzzled as to how you get the 3 extra diamonds, and there's a secondary objective. So in this level it was clear the course in 3 touches. I obviously touched it a lot more than that, but I was trying to show it off a bit. So let's oh, double cherry. We'll have a look at the double cherry. The double cherry was a power-up in Super Mario 3D World, and it enabled you to create a clone. So let's create a clone. I always think Toad sounds so strange. And by that I mean, like, is he speaking English or an equivalent? I don't know. I said it's cute. So you see, you have to kind of keep an eye on both Toads, and there's basically 2 switches. Ah, gotcha. Little guy, he had the first gem. Now I'm not too pushed about getting the gems, more to highlight the type of scenarios where they can be hidden. If you throw the mushrooms as well, you also get a coin, which is useful for some of the challenges and for getting lives. So there we go, we managed to hit both switches. Let's see if I go. So you have to kind of, as I said, keep an eye on where both toads are. And we're both down. So another aspect of the game is that they want you to kind of look around while manipulating. You can use the gyro sensor to move around, or the 3D stick. I just tend to use the 3D stick. So let's fall down there and press the switch, and we'll land on boink. Or Shy Guys. So down and in, and then wrap around. Aha! Let's go. When I first played this game, to be honest, I was unsure of it. Now, I had played Super Mario 3D World, and oh, you little sneaky sod. He jumped between the two different sides. And I love 3D World. 3D World is a great game. So let's see if we can go in here and turn back around. But I wasn't sold on Captain Toad. Okay, I see. I was meant to drop down this side. There we go. So let's join these guys up and go through the thingy. So you see, I needed 2 to activate this platform, and we get to the end, I'd imagine. Yep, there's the start. Da yeah, da da. And clearly, this was more of a budget release game, but it's fun. It's a fun game when you get into it. As I said, I wasn't too sold on Sonic at the very beginning. Man, the target time for this is 10 seconds. Let's see. Oh, here's another. They burned the furniture. Gimmick, if you will. You can tilt this on the touch screen. So I guess this is what they meant you to do, because, well, I've tilted it up and... Oh no! Wait, how do I get that? Huh? Oh, bloody hell, that would have been quick if I hadn't. It was 17 seconds. Let's do that again and see if I can actually do it in 10 seconds, because it's fairly straightforward. Oh no, wait, interruption. We got a bonus level. And coins galore. These levels basically pop up every once in a while. They're basically bonus games. And I keep thinking Toad is saying something about burning the furniture. So you can either play with the pickaxe power-up or with the double cherry power-up. They're the 2 different power-ups you can get in this level. We'll go with this one this time. The pickaxe. So you got 10 seconds to get as many coins as possible. And again, there's... Oh, I only got 1. That's... there's usually 2 or 3 of the golden mushrooms hidden there, so only getting 1 was quite disappointing. But still, I got a couple of lives. And off it goes. Now let's go back to where we were. Now you can actually see the crown at the top right of the page. That basically means I've completed everything in the level other than the target time, which is really an extra. Oh, and there's also amiibo support by the little amiibo thing, so if I was to press this, you can touch Toad, and a Toad will be hidden in the level that you gotta find. But I don't have a Toad amiibo, so it's not to be. Let's try and do this in 10 seconds. So those target times are all very tight. I've only done one of them. I only tried to do one, but you really do have to be going. So let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, just about. So you see, like, there's no room for error at all in that. I don't even think, at most, I think you could have gone about a second faster. It's crazy. I don't know if you get anything for it either. I don't think you do. So this is by and large very much an on-rails experience, so I'm not going to be able to do it now because I made a mistake there. So on the touchscreen, you can aim and you throw your tomatoes. So you know, the main action now is not on the TV. It's on the touchscreen, and this is one of the more interesting uses of the gamepad, because this game can only be played on the gamepad due to the touch-based levels and this kind of gyro turnip shooting, and it's not too bad. Like, I've no problem with the. So, I guess this is going to a prelude for Star Fox in a way, because it's like on the top screen, which is what's recorded now. You get the you get your cinematic view supposedly, and in the we got an extra life, gooeyes. And on the bottom screen you get the action. But really, you're only ever looking at the bottom screen. Like, well, yes, you're looking at the top screen, but when you're playing it, you're only going to be looking at the bottom screen. You can't look at two screens at once. Get up, Toad. Do 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 do. So we were too slow. I wonder if there's a way to speed up the minecart itself. As far as I can tell, it's on rails, so you can't. Oh yeah, I was 1 second off because of that stumble at the beginning. But anyway, we'll skip on. Here's a boss. So the first boss in the game. And when I say boss, it's really like you don't attack him directly. It's more inadvertent that you kill. Well, you defeat him. Roar. So he spits fire at you. And I'm going to try and do this fast instead of plucking up stuff. You can see the other gem there. So this is basically avoid him as you try and ascend to the top, because there's a star right at the top. And you can press X to zoom in a bit on the action. That's probably my one complaint once I got used to the game, is that I would have liked a little more control over the camera. It seems either too near or too far at times. You get used to it, or at least I got used to it. There we go. Go, 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 go. Hold, hold, hold. Oh no! Was this to 47 was the time? Christ! I was fairly moving, and... So there we go. Once you get up here, it kind of kicks into a cutscene and smacks him on the noggin. Oh, but I was only trying to fry him. Blob, 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 blob. And luckily Toad manages to fall down on his head as opposed to on the lava. Come on, star. Oh, was I 1 second? Actually, was that 64 that was meant to be? We'll find out. I might have been just off. No, I did it actually with 2 seconds to spare. Excellent. Although I did use a damage boost, as it were. So that's basically the main gameplay. And there's various different twists to the formula. We'll have a look at this one here. This is on a train. So these are all from the kind of first book of adventures. There's 3 books and a bonus book. And the first one tells a tale of Captain Toad going after Toadette. The second book, though, switches things around. Toadette is going after Captain Toad. Oh, and you can also turn off the light on your thingamajig. And oh, I thought he was going to turn the other way, and I was like, "Hey, I'm behind you." Yeah, yeah. Da da da. The graphics are very nice. You can, but it's basically reused assets from Mario, what you call it, Mario 3D World. So of course it was going to look nice. I mean, that game was a pretty game. Now here's a little tweet. You can use the touchscreen to whistle the train. What am I saying? Blow the whistle from the... Oh, I can't speak. Wait, no, what am I doing? Okay, this way. Go into the carriage. Oh yeah, touch that. Oh, and you can also go in here to get this diamond. Woohoo! So there's a bit of kind of sneaking around. You can do the level without, I think, being seen at all. So some more puzzling. How do we get out of this one? Nope, not that. There we go. That's it. And into the next cart, so it's just a void. Oh. Come on. Oh, nuts. Ah, great. Screw you guys. Yeah. So, I think that kind of highlights the game. I enjoyed it, as I said. Oh no, it's Wingo. Here's the main bad guy. Spoiler alert, the main bad guy. A bird thing. So he's after, dragging me off to wherever he was going. Wow, target time was 65 seconds on that one. That's fast. So that was book 1. I mean, book 2, as I said, is Captain Toadette, and then book 3 is both of them. And book 3 is the longest book. There's 28, so that's the final level. You see, there's essentially 28 levels per that book, 18 per each of the first 2, and then you get a bonus book. I'm not finished the bonus book. So in the bonus book, you get a couple of things. You get, you can also use the touchscreen to jump to a page. So you get a few different types of things. One, you get Expedition to the Sprixie Kingdom, and that's basically Captain Toad being able to play a few levels from Super Mario 3D World. Then you have the Toad Brigade levels, and that's where you have to rescue the Toad Brigade and get them to the exit of a level without getting hit. So then what's next? You have Curse of Mummy. Sure, I may as well show some of these while we're at it. We'll just briefly look. I may fail at some of these because, as I said, I'm not finished the bonus books. So in these levels, you're being chased by a shadow of yourself. So once I get this going, there's some hidden coins. Ah, we see a shadow starting to... There we go. Chase me. So basically it mirrors your moves but slightly behind. So the trick is not to kind of double back on yourself. It's one of those things that because you're being chased, you kind of panic. But in reality, there isn't much to it. Once you keep going, it's... Oh no! That's not what I intended to do. I don't know if I'll be able to do it now, because there's a certain time limit to when these flip tiles will revert, and... Well, you can also hold down B to run, which is what I'm doing, because Toad and Toadette walk very slow. There we go. So it's one of those things that seems trickier than it really is. You're more likely to kind of make a mistake if you panic about you being chased. We'll have a look at the Toad Brigade. This is an early level in the game. Here we go. Toad Brigade. So there's the first member of the Toad Brigade, just so you... Hey! Yeah, follow me! And let's go in here, away from that guy. And if you see, we can turn around and sneak in for some extra coins. I think there's another path down here. Yep. Hello. Hey. So you kind of work with the camera. Oh, I screwed that one up. But you get the point. You basically got to find the 4 toads, and we'll exit this and get them to the end. There's only a handful of bonus levels, to be fair. And then at the very last type is you can play some story ones. I'm kind of thinking I must have some missing because I'm seeing a lock. So yeah, I'll find out what that's all about, hopefully. And we'll do a quick look at Mario 3D World, as it were, via Captain Toad. I do like the ending of the game. As a spoiler again, basically it's the start of Super Mario 3D World. Now there's a load of hidden coins here. I'm not going to get them all because that'd be a bit silly, and if you hear me blowing, that's because I'm highlighting where the hidden stuff is. You can touch the touchscreen to break blocks because Toad can't jump. So you see, I'm desperately trying to run away just to kind of keep going, and this is something that's relatively easy in Mario normally, but for Toad it's a big chore. And these are clear. Surprised that's showing up. 3D World. So they have changed, I think, a few little bits of these levels just to make them playable via Captain Toad. Whoa. That's actually a lot trickier when you're Toad. It's funny, like, you take stuff for granted, such as the ability to, you know, jump on enemies. When you can't do it, it all of a sudden becomes... Oh wait, hang on, I think there's a load of coins up here. Up you go, Toad. Yeah, I knew it. There's a load of stuff up here. And because you are kind of limited in resources and capabilities, actually finding coins in this game feel rewarding. In a lot of Mario games, it just feels pointless. You know, so that's like makes a nice change. And there's a life somewhere in there. You can also tap the enemies to freeze them, like I was just doing there. So what's down here? We're near the end of the level. Oh no! There's the golden mushroom! Of course, you can't get back up now without using a warp, which is luckily placed there. It's a pity you can't get Cat Captain Toad. But hey, having him being able to climb and all that would kind of defeat the purpose. But this is really more, you know, a platform puzzler than a platform, you know, an all-out action game. Anyway, I think that's enough of a look at this game. As I said, it's not like an A-tier game by any stretch of imagination, but it is an enjoyable game. And certainly, if you're looking for a different experience on the Wii U, it's worth trying out. I got it reduced in price, and to be honest, at £40, which I think is what it was, you know, its retail prices, it's a little steep still, because it feels very much like an, you know, almost like an eShop game, ever so slightly, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but it just isn't as fully fleshed out. And there's a fair bit of content, like as I said, there's, you know, 18 levels, 28 levels, and whatever it fills in the bonus. So there's a decent bit of stuff, but you can blast through it quick enough. So, you know, that's kind of the only potential negative, really, is that it's not necessarily the biggest game. But then again, maybe you've got the Toad Amiibo and you want to do hide and seek, so there's plenty to explore, and going after all those time trials as well would be tough too. So it's a decent game in the Wii U library, and something that, you know, Nintendo should do more of. You know, take minor characters like Captain Toad and spin them off into their own thing, a completely different idea. It's not a straight out platform game, it's just something different. Oh, and before we end it, here's a little, you know, play around in a play park, as it were. On one side, it looks like a, you know, a 2D fire flower, but when you turn around, it's a star. So there we go, Captain Toad on the Wii U. Hope you enjoyed this quick look at the game, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It always helps the channel out, and we'll be back again with another video shortly. Bye for now.